One of the big themes here in Geneva, like so many recent auto shows, has been the transition from traditional engines to something a little more novel, and Audi joined the fray here with their first plug-in hybrid. And Erin, you've been taking a closer look at it.
I have. This is the A3 plug-in hybrid, the A3 E-tron. It's a hatchback. Ostensibly, it's just for Europe. It goes on sale a year from now. And it makes use of their parallel hybrid system that we've seen in the Jetta hybrid in the United States, but with a much bigger battery pack.
So is that bigger power pack really about Audi trying to offer something a little different to Volkswagen? Is this thing pretty quick?
Yeah, it should be. 204 horsepower, and it's not a big car, so it should be pretty quick. And of course, the bigger battery pack is also going to give it electric range, all electric range, in this case about 30 miles.
So 32 miles, is that enough to entice people into this kind of different proposition?
Well, that's about what we were getting with the Chevrolet Volt and the plug-in Prius that are already sold in the United States. And a lot of it depends on if Audi did bring the A3 e-tron to the US, how much would they charge for it and where would they sell it? And so that would, I think, have a lot to do with its success.
At the moment, this is just in the hatchback platform that you don't have in the US.
This is true. Audi has said they're not going to bring the next generation A3 hatch to the US. We only get the sedan, and it'll be about a year from now. But I think if Audi wanted to do an e-tron version, they could easily package all that stuff into a sedan. It just might have a little bit of smaller trunk.
And presumably, having developed this technology for the A3 here in Europe, this is something that they could roll out to a bunch of Audi models across the world.
Yeah, and that's exactly what officials say they're planning to do. They're committed to plug-in hybrid technology. They think it's a lot more viable than full electric vehicles. And so they are planning to roll out a new e-tron model at the rate of approximately one per year. Now, exactly how many of those we'll see in the US is anybody's guess, but they are committed to doing that in the long term.
So this seems to be a real trend here in Geneva, that we've got pure electric cars are on the way out, plug-in hybrids where it's at.
Yeah, and one of the officials I spoke to yesterday was actually saying that it's just a lot more challenging to do a vehicle without an internal combustion engine because you don't have that engine available to heat the cabin and run the accessories. And when you force the battery pack to do that, you decrease range. And so that's always the big deal with electric cars.
And that seems to be one of the key trends here in Geneva. Pure electric is out, plug-in hybrids are in.